Time now to turn our attention to preparing for Sunday lunch.
And Martin O'Donnell from the award-winning 12 Hotel in Barna, County Galway has joined us. Martin, you always do something special for us. What is it this morning?
This morning what I'm doing is a lovely wild mushroom risotto with some roasted hake on top, trout caviar and some wild watercress.
Roasted hake?
Sorry, sea trout.
Trout. So you mentioned earlier on trout's really good for us because of all the omegas. Is it easy to cook?
I think it's quite easy, and the way I'm going to show it is to be simply pan-fried in the pan. The fishmonger will have taken all the scales off, so you should get that lovely crispy skin. And then just quickly in the pan, finished in the oven for a minute or so, and it's so quick and simple. So to start off with the risotto, we're doing a wild mushroom one, and I'm sure loads of people have got these dried mushrooms in the press. Nobody knows what to do with them. So the simple thing that I've done is I've just popped them into boiling water, and what comes back is this lovely, strong infusion of mushroom stock.
These are the kind you get in a pack?
Yes, the dried ones on the shelf.
Really dried,
yeah,
right, okay.
Yeah. So to rehydrate them, what I've done is just added them into boiling water. You've got this lovely, strong flavour of mushrooms.
How long have you left that for?
About an hour is enough, yeah, so it's quite quick.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the stock I'm going to use to cook the risotto in, so it's got this lovely,
really
strong, mushroomy...
It's really mushroomy.
Unami. It's the 7th flavour.
No, it's mushroomy.
Still mushrooms.
But this is a very popular dish on a lot of menus in hotels, restaurants around the country.
Definitely, and I think it's so easy to prepare.
No, mushroom risotto.
All right, OK.
Mushroom risotto, or any kind of risotto. Again, it's coming into season at the moment. It's Irish, it's sustainable, it's caught properly.
Yeah.
So to make the risotto, what I've done is, your favourite, Tommy, shallots and garlic.
Lovely.
This one is actually a smoked garlic, so it's even going to bring out some more flavours into the risotto.
Very
so
good.
it's just to start with the shallots and the garlic. Kind of quite a high heat to get started. Cook them off for about a minute or so. We're going to add in some more
What
flavours.
oil did you use there again?
Just plain vegetable, some flour, just a really light, plain one. So we have shallots, we have garlic, we have some thyme.
The chef we had yesterday, Martin, not that we're cheating on you or anything, but he said never use olive oil. He never uses olive oil in cooking. Would you agree? Would you stay away from olive oil for cooking?
I would agree when I'm frying off.
Yeah.
I would use it for dressings, vinegars, maybe to finish.
Yeah, just for dressings.
Is that because of the burning point
100%.
or something?
Yeah.
It just gets quite bitter when it gets too hot, whereas sunflower can get quite hotter.
Rapeseed is OK and vegetable oils.
Definitely. So, garlic, shallots. This one is arborio rice, so it's most suitable to the risotto. So we have shallots, garlic, bay leaf and thyme. I'm going to toss in our rice. And what I want to do is just to give it a good mix with all those flavours. So you have shallots, you have garlic, just to coat them. We've got a lovely marsh wine from the Pastorine.
I saw that wine earlier. I was wondering, whose is that?
This is one actually we import ourselves to the hotel, so it's not available in any shops, only in the 12 hotel.
In the 12
Fancy.
So our sommeliers are doing their job quite well. It's got a really lovely mild and it's perfectly suited to drink with the fish for a Sunday lunch.
Not like that, Tommy.
I'm just getting the bouquet.
Oh, sorry.
So quite simply, we have our risotto. We've toasted all the rice off.
Quite
We've
winey.
added in the wine.
You're on fire today. Mushroomy and winey.
puns
This dish
are
can
amazing.
potentially be quite heavy sometimes. I find in the past while ordering in restaurants. You're adding in the trout as well. So how do we make sure that it's not heavy
That's
on the
the portion
stomach?
of chips you have with it.
Not true. Sometimes the rice can just be a bit, sort of clog you up a bit.
A lot of people will kind of finish risotto with heavy cream and loads of parmesan, and then it becomes this stodge. But today what I'm going to do is keep it really light. I'm going to finish with these wild mushrooms. These are actually wild, fresh from the forest. They were picked for us in Limerick on Wednesday, Ballyhora Mountains. It's the region down there. They're delivered to us. So you have chanterelles. Now, it's very important that you don't go off picking mushrooms yourself because there are so many different kinds of ones.
Go to your local sort of food store and that sells these.
Or farmers market. I know they have a market down in Limerick. You can, but maybe take a good book and get some advice. So we've toasted off our risotto rice grains. They've just reduced the wine down, and you add in your mushroom stock slowly by slowly.
Okay.
So you can add in quite a bit.
Risotto is easy, but it's just time-consuming because you need to stand and stir. Isn't that the problem, really, is it?
And I think that's the perception that you need to stand there. You actually don't. So if you can kind of get a good gauge of, well, it's going to take all the liquid. I'm going to put in 3/4 of it now to start. And if after 8 or 9 minutes we need to top up, we can do so. But
so you can leave it?
You can leave it. I would suggest, you can go off, you can maybe wash the dishes, empty the dishwasher, come back. You just don't have to stand there, babysit it all the time. So just moving on to, this is our sea trout. absolutely fantastic.
Looks
It's
lovely.
been scaled by the fishmonger, so it means there's no crispy bits at
Straight out of Galway Bay, is it?
Straight out of, well, it's not actually Galway Bay, I can't claim this one, but it is sustainably Irish. So this is actually the belly part. So what I would recommend is just to cut down.
Get rid.
It's the more fatty side of the fish.
Okay.
So it is kind of the fattier side of the fish.
And is this portion the perfect size if you're making
This
the
is
risotto
about,
for 4?
yeah, it is.
people-
It's about a kilo of fish. And generally, in most restaurants and hotels, we say about 200 grams per person.
portion.
So we'll say we're not really going to eat the tail. So what you would do is just cut it down like that.
That's
and
a
you'll
nice, that's
say-
a nice old portion.
That's
there.
a nice portion.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too big. It's quite... So with the scales gone, it's going to make that skin lovely and crispy when we pan fry it.
And your fishmonger removes the scales for you, will he? Or
If
do
you
have to
ask
do
him,
that
yeah. And also,
That's
there's-
nicely.
it's quite simple. It is just essentially scraping the back.
Yeah.
And there's no bones in this.
So we're
as
going
well.
to be doing this pan frying the trout in the
After the
second
break,
segment,
yeah.
and you're just going to continue to add the mushroom stock now. for
And
the
we're
next
going to
while.
come back afterwards. We're going to put the risotto on the plate. We're going to pan fry the fish. We're going to saute some wild mushrooms and finish with lovely watercress, which is going to give a pepperiness to the fish as well.
A nice glass of wine.
Exactly.
Lovely. Thanks a million, Martin.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Cheers, Martin.
See you later on. Stay with us, as a little later on I'll be taking a rare peek behind the scenes at the Lennon Courtney Design Studios.
But after the break, we've practical advice on helping your loved ones deal with death.